They are sometimes referred to as the hyenas of the Limpopo, but omalayitsha provide a valuable courier service to hundreds of thousands of Zimbabwean travelers and immigrants. Having become part of underworld border culture, they often operate under the radar.
According to Home Affairs, over 26,000 people pass through the Beitbridge border post every day. Not everyone crosses the border legally, and the umalayitsha often facilitate illegal entries. We spoke to Benson, not his real name, who has been in the business for years. For the umalayitsha, transporting undocumented minors is lucrative. Everyone knows where to find transporters like Benson, and he has various pickup points in Harare, he says. It takes more than 7 hours to drive from Harare to Beitbridge. At the border, other umalayitsha step in to bribe officials who turn a blind eye while people cross. Once across the border into South Africa, it's not plain sailing. Police need to be bribed too, says Benson. Most times the umalayitsha use back routes where there are fewer police. If their journey is successful, they arrange pickups for their small passengers. But near Rustenburg, the umalayitsha Tavenga Ndava and witness Mahari were arrested.
They were get caught by the police when they were doing the roadblock, and then they find kids in the truck. When they wanted to say, give us documentation of the kids, the documents were not there.
The drivers were charged with human trafficking and contravening the Immigration Act. Advocate Simba Chitando, acting on behalf of the parents, thinks authorities overreacted.
I believe the colloquial, the word used for the truck driver that goes between Zimbabwe and South Africa is a umalayitsha. That is a well-known term in Zimbabwean circles of a person who drives people to cross over the border for various reasons. That is very common. Everybody knows it. We know that it is happening.
Home Affairs has little sympathy.
Who is this parent who can let a kid from ages, like I think they were say 3 up to about 14, you let them to say now they are traveling at their own? I don't think that we can term it as good parenting.
It's unfair to judge a parent who is under very strict or very, very trying times for what they're trying to do to be with their children, to protect and create opportunities for their children. It may not be ideal. I'm sure these parents would agree. We didn't want this. But is it better for the child to come across this way or for the child to be left alone in Zim indefinitely? And I'm sure that was the choice that they were weighing up. And yes, maybe they are not going to win the blue ribbon for parenting. But very few people are in a position where they can do everything right.
Shortly after the High Court judgment, some parents were arrested. Advocate Simba rushed to Cape Town to find out what was going on.
Outside, I've been instructed to go and look for some of my clients. They are the Zimbabwean parents who were detained by Home Affairs. We want to find out what the story is, where they are, the individuals that were picked up.
One of those detained was Mother Susanna, not her real name.
We understand that one of the parents who has been detained is currently in prison.
Susanna was held at Pollsmoor prison for a month. Home Affairs say they had nothing to do with her arrest.
Pollsmoor is not our area. Home Affairs use Lindela for the purpose of deportation.
We were told that she was at Pollsmoor. We were told by individuals at the Department of Home Affairs that she was there.
While at Pollsmoor, Susanna had to pay a fine for expenses related to deportation.
I believe she paid a fine of 3,400 rands.
The fine is apparently common practice prior to deportation. But Susanna wasn't deported.
But I can tell you that everything that had happened to is very unusual. She was arrested just after a court order, and she was released after your interview with Home Affairs.
Susanna remains in Cape Town, living under the radar and missing her child, who is back in Zimbabwe with relatives. Only one of the 8, Lorraine and Rodwell's son, has been united with his parents in South Africa.
That's all from us this week. Please do give us your feedback. Our Twitter handle is @checkpoint_ENCA and our email address checkpoint@enca.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Nkepile Mabuse.